Example. Certain phone company charges $20 for using its service along with 10 cents for each minute under 200 minutes. After 200 minutes, they charge 5 cents per each additional minute. Let's give a piecewise function, P of t, price in terms of t, that will describe the price in terms of t, the minutes spoken. So t is the minutes spoken. So it's pretty easy for us to figure out what the first part is. So the first portion, when we're under 200 minutes, which is to say when t is less than or equal to 200, price of t is not too hard for that. P of t equals, well, $20 flat rate, right? They charge us $20 and then they charge us 10 cents per each additional minute. So $20 plus that additional 10 cents, how many minutes did we have? We had t, so 0.1 times t, right? And that's what it is. Let's do a real quick test. Let's say if we'd talked 100 minutes, then 100 minutes times 10 cents would be $10. So we'd have a $30 total, which if we plug that into our new function that we just made, P of t, P of 100 would be 20 plus 0.1 times 100, which would come out to be 30. Great. So the first part of it checks out. What about the second portion, though? That's where things start to get a little complicated. So in the second portion, when we're over 200, which is to say t is greater than 200, and actually it could be greater than or equal because we know that they're going to have to agree. There's not going to be a sudden jump there. And we'll talk about that more later. It's a way of checking this function, actually. We know that it's going to be 5 cents for each additional minute. So our first thought might be, great, easy. It's going to be 0.05 t. Not true. This is not going to be the case. Why not? Because it's for each additional minute. So it's for each additional minute over 200. So after 200, you get charged at 5 cents per minute. Before that, you still get charged at the 10 cents. So how many minutes over 200? Well, that's not too hard. We know that we have t minutes total. We know that we're already over 200, so it's going to be the number of minutes we've talked minus 200. So t minus 200 is the number of minutes we talked. So it's 0.05 cents times t minus 200. Now, that's the amount of additional money that will be on top of some lump. So how much is it to even make it to 200 minutes in the first place? Well, 200 minutes in the first place, let's see what it is from our first one. P of 200 would be equal to 20 plus 0.1 times 200. 20 plus 0.1 times 200, just move the decimal place over 1, so it becomes 20. So 20 plus 20, 40. So it costs $40 to get up to 200 minutes. So it costs $40 at 200, and then it is plus the additional amount per minute. So for the second portion, our function is going to be P of t equals $40, the lump sum that we have to pay at first to have even made it to the 200-minute mark, plus 5 cents for the number of minutes over 200 minutes. So our function has been broken into two pieces. So we've got a piecewise function here, P of t equals 20 plus 0.1 t when t is less than or equal to 200, and 40 plus 0.05 times the minutes over 200 when t is greater than or equal to 200. Now we know that the two have to agree, otherwise people would make sure to make that jump or not make that jump, because otherwise there'd be no reason to, there's the sudden changeover switch. It wouldn't make sense for the phone company to have it suddenly leap more on your bill or cut off portion of your bill if you were to hit the 200 mark. It's going to just continue in a continuous function, we would expect. So we can check this, and we can check and make sure that indeed P of 200 is equal to 20 plus 0.1 times 200. We already did this before. It was $40. And let's check and make sure that the second portion, P of 200, would it agree 40 plus 0.05 at the minutes over 200. So that's 200. 200 minus 200. Hey, that's just 0, so that cancels out the 0.05, so we get 40. So those two things check. And our function price in respect to time makes perfect sense. So P of t equals 20 plus 10 cents per minute when minutes are less than or equal to 200, or 40 plus 5 cents per minutes over 200 when the number of minutes is greater than or equal to 200. Great. Hope piecewise functions are making a lot more sense now. Remember, it's an idea about put into the category, then apply the rule based on the category. That's the major idea in piecewise functions. If you can hang on to that, you'll be able to make sense of them. All right, we'll see you at Educator.com later. Bye.